All right, on the inserts, we actually flared them just a little bit on each end so they fit really, really snug. So that'll help setting everything up. Expect to use a little bit of a hammer to get them in. They should move fairly easily. I should have put maybe just a little bit of oil on here, but I'm welding and I didn't want to put any fire hazards. So, okay, just slide it in. And once it goes in, it's never coming out. Okay, so that's driving the insert in. Okay, that sleeve on that end was a little bit more fun than usual, but typically the sleeve will just go in like this with maybe just a light tap required. But it fits really, really snug. So when you do your welds, it's going to be like one. So there you are. All right, so on all the joining surfaces, the outside has already been pre-drilled. So what I do is once I insert the slip tube, I then go ahead and I drill all the way through into both of them, and then I set my plug weld all the way through. So I'm bonding both surfaces together solidly. So you go from this, where you can still see the tube, to just drilling it so that you're open all the way through, and then you put your plug weld in. Okay, on all the roll bar sections, I'm having male and female sections. The male sections have the insert already welded in, and each insert is inserted halfway, and then I've got 2 plug welds per side. So actually there's 8 here, and then on the receiver side, the female will have the 8 holes. So you just slide them in, mate it up, make sure it's level, then weld it in place, and you're good. And the middles are all severely beveled, so when you come through here with the weld, you're mating both surfaces and the center together, so you're going to be really strong through the middle as well. Okay, so that's the plug weld. Okay, so on each section where the mated holes are, go ahead and drill them through, and then just insert a plug weld through here. And what I do is I take my wire and I stick it in the hole first, and then rather than trying to fill the hole, what I do is I create an outside circle, and then I slowly start circling back in. What you're doing is you're creating a solid puddle all the way through of all the metals bonded, and then it's all shrinking together, so you get a big slug right in the center of all solid metal. So you're bonding everything together really well. And sometimes when you create this bubble, you'll get a little sink in the middle that just shows that it's molten metal all the way through, and then it's dropping back through the hot spot, which is the hole. So this is how I do my plug welds. And as you can see from the heat rings, the penetration is all the way through and really solid and deep.